Good morning, NERDVENGERS. How are you? Welcome to a Friday stream. I'm already here in the tower, all set up. I was actually doing some damage control just a little bit ago. And we're going to get into that in just a little bit. We've got a fun stream for you on this Friday morning. Going to be talking about and speculating about the trailer for Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness and the second trailer that should be coming out for the Spider-Man No Way Home film. Obviously pretty hyped up stuff with regards to that. We're going to do call-ins later on in today's stream. We also do have gambling engaged. Make sure it's working. I know sometimes it doesn't work right away and I can adjust it. But for all you degenerates out there that want to get more of that juicy nerd coin, check it out. Make sure that gambling is on and working. And you don't have to gamble, of course. I think some people aren't into it, but some people love doing it. So we do that on Fridays. Should be a good show. Just so everybody knows, might be a little bit of a shorter stream today. We'll see. We'll see how we do with going over these topics, and then we'll see how we do in the Q&A section, and then getting calls coming in as well, because there's a really crazy Kenobi leaked scene that I somehow missed yesterday, and I've got to do a video on that. So, we've been trying to keep spoilers, unless it's a dedicated spoiler stream, we've been trying to keep spoilers out of these streams. So I want to go do that video later today. So that, or rather soon. So we'll see. Might be like a 45-minute to an hour stream. But regardless, guys, we're here. We're getting it done. You made it through another work week. And I thought yesterday was a blast, man. I had a blast. Shout out to everybody who showed up. All of the NERDVENGERS that showed up for Geekdom 101's stream last night. That was really cool. It was dope to come in there, represent with the NERDVENGERS, smash up a bunch of likes, and help Danny get that stream really popping. Some of you guys don't even like Dragon Ball, and you were there repping NERDVENGERS anyways. Much love to all of y'all, and make sure you're checking out the Discord so you can kind of stay up to date with that kind of stuff, because we like doing that kind of stuff. We like kind of showing up together, playing games together, and doing that kind of stuff. So other than that, before we get into today's topics, I will say we are going to do a Prime stream at 1 p.m. I think it's going to be a pretty good Prime stream, man. It's funny because sometimes when we have a quote-unquote bad week at the channel, or at one of the channels, or something goes wrong, it actually equals very good content for the Prime stream. So I've been this week was a mixed bag, man. We had some stuff we did great, and we had some stuff we didn't do so great, and I have a lot of thoughts about that. So come on by at 1 p.m. today if you are a Prime member, and then tomorrow night we're doing a Diamond Lounge stream. Okay, so currently, I kind of wanted to do it at 7 p.m. tomorrow. We could always push it, maybe do it at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you are a Diamond tier member, and make sure you just get in touch with somebody on Discord so you can get access to that area of the tower. Basically, what the Diamond tier is, if you've been a member for over 6 months, you get a Diamond badge, and you get access to the Diamond Lounge. Tomorrow evening, I'm going to get in there with you guys, going to have a few drinks, going to have a few smokes, and I'm going to talk just kind of very openly about some stuff that's going on in my life and just what's going on in the world and all that, right? So the Diamond Lounge is a safe space where most of those people will not cancel me because they've been supporting me for so long. So look forward to that tomorrow, either 7 p.m., 8 p.m., or something like that. Okay. Let's somebody just became a member. Let me see. This Savior 007, welcome back to the NERDVENGERS at the Prime level. Blue badge, my man. Thank you so much. I appreciate the support. We actually added a ton of members this week, which was really cool, and I support everybody coming in here. Just appreciate y'all, man. Like, it was a really great week for memberships and community-based stuff, so I appreciate you guys. Okay, now. Oh, Rexington, welcome back, my friend. Or no. That's your, you've been chilling, but that is your member chat. So happy Friday, everyone, he says. Thank you so much, man. Okay, now. Hey, MS, you'll get there. You'll get there, man. Don't worry. Tons of content out for you guys and for the members, etc., etc. It's just, hey man, you gotta, when you get the diamond badge and you get into the diamond lounge, man, that's what it is. It'll be a fun thing for you down the road. Okay, I have to begin today with issuing an apology, and man, this is a weird one. You know, Susan gave me an earful. Chet gave me an earful. The freaking computer behind me, which I shut off for this stream, gave me an earful, man. We got something big time wrong yesterday, and I just want to apologize to everybody and kind of explain what happened, okay? So yesterday, we talked about a scoop about Noel and about Spider-Man and Venom and this big plan between Sony and Marvel moving forward. We talked about it on stream. We did a video about it, and we even read a comic yesterday on the NERDVENGERS only stream. We read the King in Black book together, and we did it because you know, we were so hyped up on some of this Noel news, etc., right? Man, rough. So I actually talked briefly with Daniel Richtman this morning, back and forth, and like, dude, that wasn't him. Okay, so this is what's really crazy. So I saw that scoop pop up yesterday, okay, and I was super hyped up about it. I was like, oh man, and you guys saw me yesterday. I was like, oh, I was right, and I was like really excited to kind of brag about being right about that. And I just, honest to goodness, I let the hype kind of get away from me and get a little too crazy. And I wasn't doing my due diligence of double checking that report, making sure that I was in there. Dooley, what's up, brother? Appreciate you. Happy Friday, my nerdy friends, he says, man. Yeah, thank you. So because that account had actually tagged Daniel in it, I thought, well, that's obviously real, because if they tag him in it and it's fake, he'll obviously debunk it, and then it's like a big crappy thing, and then they'll shut it down, right? So while I was doing a bunch of other stuff yesterday, it basically came out that tweet was deleted, and that was not something that Daniel actually had said. Okay, and so I actually unlisted the video that we did earlier. I put a post up on the community tab on the main channel explaining it and apologizing. But yeah, unfortunately, that's not a real story. You know what I mean? And I've actually seen because I kind of dug in earlier this morning, was like looking at this. There are a lot of accounts that are seemingly tagging Daniel and stuff, or that are saying like, oh man, like this is coming from him. And it's starting to get to the point where he's so credible as a scooper that people are using his name to perpetuate fake scoops. And it's just like, we're entering into a really crazy time with regards to what is real and what is not real, right? For scoops and stuff like that. So I guess what I want to say about that is, technically, could Noel still show up, and could they still do some stuff with Noel between Marvel and Sony? Absolutely. They could absolutely still do that. And I still hope that they do, because I think there are some hints in there that would be something really cool for them to do back and forth. But frankly speaking, that is not the reality of the situation. And so there's sort of this competing rumor of what they will do with the Spider-Man moving forward. Will Tom Holland continue to do solo movies in the MCU, maybe with him going to college? That's a big sort of report out there that's going to be the way they go, and they're going to have him doing that sort of a thing. And then the whole Spider-Verse thing with him and Venom and et cetera, et cetera. I still believe that the Madam Web stuff and a lot of the Spider-Verse stuff is real, and it really did come from Daniel, that they want to use the Madam Web movie as a launching pad for the Venomverse. Okay? But, yeah, that story yesterday, we got wrong, and it's just like, oh, it's rough. You know what I mean? Like, it's rough. So, yeah, that was a big slip up for us, and I apologize about that, and I want to have more due diligence when it comes to checking out those kind of reports and just staying up to date with what's going on, right? So, My bad, fam. My bad. Okay. So, kind of moving on to just a few updates about the trailers. And you think Johnny Cage is a hack for real? Damn, dog. Yeah, I don't think so at all. Yesterday when we were reading King in Black, I thought it was fan-freaking-tastic. I thought it was awesome, man. Dude, King in Black is a very cool book. It's super fun. It's super bombastic. A lot of fun stuff in there. So I don't regret getting hyped up yesterday and like reading that book with y'all in the NERDVENGERS only stream, because to me, man, whoo-wee, that's a fun book, man. That's a fun book. I was into that, and I'm still gonna continue reading that with y'all and doing all that, right? But let's talk about this trailer business, okay? There's really one kind of thing that is the crux of what I want to discuss with you guys today. According to there's this guy, Hello My Time to Shine, right? And I think this dude has been absent from the internet. I think he bailed. Like, as soon as people put it together that he was real and that like he was actually really reliable and maybe somebody higher up at Marvel or whatever, ever since then I don't think he's really dropped much at all, right? But there's this competing idea out there about what will be in the Spider-Man No Way Home trailer number 2. Okay? And it's really all about Andrew and Toby, right? Will we see them in the film? In the trailer? Will it just be out there? Okay? So, Big Screen Leaks, which is a pretty reliable a pretty reliable outlet, they had reported a couple of weeks back, and we covered it in a video, that you will see Toby and Andrew as the money shot for trailer number 2. That they're going to tease out some stuff and then blam, put it right in your face and get everybody really, really excited, okay? Now, that other dude, and we talked about this a couple of weeks back, talking about the, or no, it was a couple of days ago when we did the full spoiler breakdown of like what's going on with Multiverse of Madness and all that. Basically, you had this other guy, this Hello My Time to Shine dude or whatever, that said originally they were going to put Toby and Andrew in the trailer, but now there's some debate about that. And I'm like, what? So apparently Sony really wants to put them in the trailer. And there's a lot of people at Sony Pictures that has this philosophy of like, nah, man, put it out there and get them hyped up. You'll recall there have been some reports of like foreign social media accounts for Sony teasing this out way more than like the United States ones, and then a lot of stuff getting deleted or removed from official accounts that we believe are associated with Sony. And so basically there's this huge debate, guys, about whether or not you will see a trailer with Toby and Andrew in it, okay? So I kind of want to I'll do a poll here, and let's see what you guys have to say, because then I want to talk about the new update about the Multiverse of Madness trailer, and maybe the difference between Marvel and Sony, and perhaps the ability that that Marvel might try to hide evil Wanda just like they are trying to hide Toby and Andrew. So let's start here. Do you think Toby and Andrew will be in No Way Home trailer numero 2? Let's see what you guys think. Because here's my thoughts on this, right? I think originally, maybe before all of the hype and all of the, Andrew Garfield getting caught and all these different things going on, that they might have been pretty comfortable with teasing it out in the first trailer, creating a bunch of hype, and then putting it in front of you in trailer number 2. Because frankly speaking, like, even those of us that have read the leaks, even those of us that have an idea of what's going on in the movie, we still don't fully understand, how did these dudes get put into this universe? Why do they come in right with the villains? Are the villains brought in and then something else is done to bring the Spider-Men in? I'm not so sure. We don't fully understand what's going on with that, right? So, like, even if they put them in the trailer as the money shot, a lot of people, especially casuals, would be like, holy shit, like, boom, like, that's mind-blowing stuff. But you wouldn't necessarily know, like, what it means, and there's still plenty of intrigue to go check out the movie. But part of me believes that literally just because of how hyped up it's gotten, Feige and Marvel is like, bruh, let's pull back on that. You know what I mean? Like, let's pull back on that. I am going to pull my VV app up to try to get ready for that drop. To try to get ready for that mother flipping drop. Daredevil #1 with the yellow suit, dude. With the yellow suit. Whoa. Apparently, it's got see-through portions on this. I don't know what's going on with that, but that's just see-through. Interesting. Strange magic here. So, part of me thinks that Feige might have been like, yo, you see how everybody's freaking out right now? Let's not show them. Because honestly, that could create even more buzz. Think about it. At this point, with where everybody's at with this thing, if they like, because again, I actually believe big screen leaks. Like, I believe that they did shoot some stuff and that there's a version of the trailer where they are right out there on Front Street, boom, 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 on the bridge, Toby, Andrew, Tom. Okay? But what if Feige's like, bruh, you know what would really set these internet nerds on fire? You know what would really drive them crazy? If we didn't. If we hid it. If we kept it a secret. I don't know, man. That would be pretty freaking wild to me. Like, I could see them doing it sort of retroactively. So let's see what you guys are saying in the poll. Let's see what you guys are saying in the poll. Will Venom be in No Way Home? I believe so, but I think it'll be a post-credit scene. Whoa, okay. So 57% of you say that, yes, they will be in the trailer. Very, very interesting. Very, very interesting. Yeah. So, okay. That's on that. I will tell you, I would expect that second trailer to probably play, I would say, probably around the time of Eternals. I think the second No Way Home trailer will likely drop with the Eternals next month. Which, by the way, too, I'm going to do a big preview video for Eternals and all that, too, because, man, a lot of this stuff is looking really, really hyped up for the Eternals. I'm excited. But that's kind of when I expect that to be there. Pretty interesting, right? And the other report, the new report, and we'll do a poll on this, too, because I definitely want to know what you guys think about this one as well. There's a report by Daniel Rickman, and it's actually Daniel. You know what I mean? It's actually Daniel on this one. That said that he expects the trailer for Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness in December. In December. And it will likely play in front of Spider-Man. You know what I mean? Makes a lot of sense, right? And everybody, like, here's the thing. A lot of the puzzles have been solved for No Way Home. A lot of that stuff is out there. The internet detectives have sort of done their thing. A lot of that's out there, right? Multiverse of Madness is still a big mystery in a lot of ways, okay? I have a lot of questions. Even though I think we've talked about a lot of leaks that are real, there's still questions and things that could change. And, like, for instance, Agatha Harkness being in the movie, like, what and where? You know what I mean? Like, I think I've seen some stuff. Maybe I forgot it after reading it, but, like, Agatha Harkness, what's up with that? Loki? What's up with that? Where's Loki? What is Loki doing in the movie? You know what I mean? Like, I don't really see a lot of that in the leaks that we've talked about. Like, there's no real Loki stuff. So there's stuff in there that's going on that's really intriguing. That first trailer for Multiverse of Madness, man, the internet detectives are going to be on that. We're going to be scouring that trailer, looking out for every little detail that proves some of the leaks and things that we have talked about correct. You know what I mean? Marvel has an incredible ability to change things in the trailer using digital effects to alter them so that they don't look the same from the trailer to the movie. And so my big question for you all, and let's end this poll and start a new poll. This is my big question here for you all. Do you think that Marvel will hide evil Wanda in the marketing for Doc Strange 2? Let me know. Because I'm kind of getting this feeling. Ooh, look at that. Right off the bat. I feel like I'm thinking too much for a Friday. You and me both, brother. You and me both. Oh, snap. Pull up this thing, make sure we're good to go for this VV drop. Yeah. Okay. Okay, so a lot of you think yes. A lot of you think yes on that. That's really interesting to me because, again, like, think about the difference between Sony and Marvel, right? Think about the difference between Sony and Marvel with the Spider-Man stuff. Apparently, it's like Sony's like, bruh, put it out there. I want everybody to know it's super hyped. And honestly, like, does anybody doubt that Sony purposely wanted people talking about that post-credit scene? I mean, what brilliant marketing, bruh. Like, that post-credit scene is, in many ways, it's probably worth $50 million, maybe more, of box office, bruh. Like, doing the post-credit scene and then leaking that post-credit scene out? Damn! It's crazy. It's pretty wild. So that's Sony's style. And Feige's style, especially lately, has been keep it close to the chest. Keep it close to the chest. You know? I think this man might try to hide evil Wanda from us till pretty much right up till the thing. Like, and let me just explain. Like, I think he might show Wanda with her dark side tendencies, and I think he might show Wanda, like, in the kids and, like, that kind of concept. But as far as, like, showing her losing her shit and going full Anakin Skywalker, nah, fam. I think he's going to try to hide that from us. And I think just like this whole Spider-Man thing, where, like, we've been talking about this for like a year plus, and so many people are denying it. So many people are like, nah, fam, like, it's not real. It'll be the same thing with evil Wanda. Many people are going to deny evil Wanda. Many people are going to be like, nah, bro, like, it's not going to work. Like, they're not going to do that. They would never do that to Wanda. Like, you guys are crazy. It's misdirection. It's fake leaks, etc., etc. I find that to be fascinating. So, first trailer, likely in December, for Multiverse of Madness. And man, between these two movies, I mean, we've talked about it at great length, but between these two movies, bruh, like, I am very, very excited. Very, very excited for where we're going with all this sort of stuff, bruh. It's going to be super hyped. It's going to be super hyped. We're pretty close to this VV drop here, so I'm probably going to be getting into that in just a second here. And definitely want to know what y'all think. Lighter news day today. Like I said, there is a crazy Kenobi scene leak that happened, and I'm going to be covering that in a video. I'm going to, as soon as we get out of here, I'm going to work on that. And that's just going to be hyped as hell, bro. Like, it sounds insane. And also, there's this part of the leaks there where he's talking about because it comes from Jason Ward, you know what I mean? And some people are like, Jason Ward. No, he's still got really good sources, etc., etc. So it's coming from him, and there's this thing he's walking around. Like, he's not specifically saying this one thing in his leaks, but I know what he's talking about, and I know why he's walking around it. And so I'm going to talk about that in my video as well. But yeah, so that'll be real juicy. Let's see here. We could check over the webs real quick to see if there's anything else going on. We'll go over super chats in just a little bit, get into Q&A, and then we'll do some calls. If you are a NERDVENGER member, make sure you get access to the NERDVENGER only at parts of the Discord, because that's how we do the call-ins. So we're going to do a couple of call-ins, just see what's going on with y'all later in the show. And yeah, we'll go from there. You know what I mean? We will go from there. Man, sorry about that, Justin. I don't know why that happens, bruh. You know what I mean? Yeah, I see you, Kendall, and I see what you're saying there, bro, and you're probably onto something there. We'll talk about it in just a minute. Yo, what's up with Dodds? Is Dodds okay? Is he all right? What's going on with my man there? Stream, tell YouTube they suck. Well, here's the other thing, Justin. Like, we go live at 10:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, Monday through Friday, mostly. So Wednesdays are a little bit different. We've been going at noon, and that might change up for the next time as well, where basically, like, we'll probably do just a stream later in the day on Wednesdays, and we might even, like, read some comics and just chill like that, because we're going to start doing, like, watch parties. And I decided we're going to keep watch parties public. So if you're hanging out at, like, 3 a.m. or, you know, whatever, watching these shows, like Hawkeye will be the next big one. Come on by for the watch party live, even if you're not a NERDVENGER. But then we'll immediately get out of that stream after we react to it. And we'll unlist that stream. And then we'll go live right then and there for a live breakdown and reaction stream. And that stream will keep public, right? So, because of that, I don't think I'm going to wake up and do a stream in the morning on Wednesdays anymore. So we'll still have a stream on Wednesdays, but it'll be like later in the day. You know what I mean? But on a Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, or Friday, 10:30 in the morning, brother. That's when it goes down. 10:30 a.m. That's when the NERDVENGERS assemble. Oh, yeah, Rexington, 100%, dude. Hawkeye is going to be fire. I'm super excited for that show. Moon Knight? Yeah, dude, Moon Knight's going to be fire as well, but we don't have a release date for Moon Knight, you know what I mean? We don't have a release date for it. All right, we got about 50 seconds until this VV drop here. Definitely going to want to try to grab up this book here. Definitely. Tell Marvel to quit hiding? I'll tell him. I'll let him know. I was joking with Daniel Rickman this morning, accusing him of being Kevin Feige. And I sort of low-key, like, I still think he's Kevin Feige low-key. And I bet he's, like, Feige, like, talking to me about how I think he's Feige. And I bet he's, like, cracking up about it or whatever. I was literally like, bro, you're Feige, aren't you? I won't tell anybody. I was like, just tell me, man. You're Kevin Feige. I know you are. All right, here we go. We got 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and bloopity bloop. Okay, I'm trying to get one. Bye now. Boom. Hey, that seemed to go pretty good. And probably only going to be able to grab one. Come on, man. Why does it always do this? It's the processing, bro. This shit sells out so fast. I cannot believe I wasn't able to get one yesterday. One of them Ben Reilly Johns. Okay, I got one. And they're sold out. That is wild, bro. Like, it's wild how fast this stuff sells out. Holy crap, dude. That secret rare looks pretty sexy, man. Like, look at that. Do you see the secret rare variant there? Oh, you can't really see it that well. It's like all white with the yellow. Nice. Josh, you did it to me again. What did I do? I'm sorry, bro. I don't know what I did. My bad, bro. Normies to Nerds has got one. My man. I'm glad. Man, please check out Matt Fraction's Hawkeye run on the comics. The show is based off it loosely, and it's really great. Yeah, we actually read that together on we read like the first issue, I think, of that on stream together. And I've been really enjoying doing those comic book reading with you guys. And I think, like I said, I think what we're going to do is we're going to start doing that publicly. So we'll still do some fun stuff, NERDVENGERS only. And I have actually an interesting idea. But regardless, I think Wednesday streams, we're going to start doing comic book reading streams like at night. And it might be a thing that, like, for a while, you'll get a morning stream and you'll get a comic book reading stream. But then, like I said, when we go, like, when Hawkeye starts up again, and then, like, that rolls right into Boba, and then it rolls right into other stuff like that. So, we'll have to adjust things moving forward. But that's kind of what I'm thinking because, man, I have so much fun reading those books with you guys, and I'm, like, doing the different voices. So it's really fun. I feel like I'm doing some practicing, getting some reps in with the NERDVENGERS behind the scenes, so that when we do it, it'll be awesome. Matthew thinks that Hawkeye's going to be terrible, worse than Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Is there any particular reason you feel that way, or you just got a vibe or something? Let us know. All right, guys, let's get into the Q and the A. Oh, snap. Just Fernie says, what up, Josh and NERDVENGERS? Today's my birthday. Take my birthday money. My man. Just Fernie, happy birthday to you, bro. Hope it's a good one for you, man. Hope it's filled with a bunch of enjoyment about all those nerdy things that you love. I hope that's what it do. Okay, let us now get into Q&A. So we'll go through all the super chats, guys. If you have a super chat, something you really, really want me to go over, throw it in as a super chat. I'll go over all the super chats that come in within reason. They obviously support the channel. But the biggest and best way that you can support the channel is by becoming a NERDVENGER member. Today's show is brought to you, and honestly, all the content is brought to you by the NERDVENGERS, the lovely people you see in chat with a badge next to their name. You get access to all the different emojis, behind the scenes streams. You get 20% off our Teespring merch, and honestly, you get this, like, ridiculous sense of confidence. Honestly, some of the NERDVENGERS are getting a little too cocky, but it's just that NERDVENGER energy, baby. You know what I mean? I mean, I'm not a financial advisor, and I'm not a nutritionist. But if you want to turn your life around, it begins with joining the NERDVENGERS today. You will immediately start making more money, eating better, becoming stronger, looking yourself in the mirror and being like, that's right, motherfucker. We're about to take this day on. Grab the bull by the horns and join the NERDVENGERS today. Again, not financial advice. Okay, let's see here. Miss M. Spyro Jr., that's how I'm going to pronounce that, says VV today. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. There was a nice VV drop with Daredevil. Huge Daredevil fan myself, so I'm excited about this. My order's pending. I expect it to take some time. It's been taking a long time for me lately. But, yeah, man. Dave, by the way, do any of you guys have a full collection on VV? Because I have I only have one full collection, and it's Series 2 of the Marvel Mighties, the Fantastic Four. So I have that full collection, which is the Fantastic Four and then Victor Von Doom. And I love my Victor Von Doom. Love it. Yeah. And the thing that's really fun is it's the number 2076. So it's a pretty good mint number as well. Okay. Rick O'Reilly says with a $5 hello, says, hey Josh, love the show. I find it wild that the MCU Spidey's first encounters with major villains, Goblin, Doc Ock, and Venom, will all be multiversal. Yeah, it is wild, bro. It is. It's different. But this Spider-Man, like Tom's Spider-Man, has had a very different experience than a lot of other Spider-Man. He's a less traditional Peter Parker, right? Like, you know, he's obviously got the whole Tony Stark thing going. Like, that's like a big part of his upbringing. We haven't even really heard him talk about Uncle Ben. He hasn't even seen or hasn't even said like the whole with great power comes great responsibility kind of thing. So it's a very different Spider-Man. I don't mind it. I think it's fun. I think it's just another Spider-Man in the multiverse of Spider-Man. You know what I mean? So that's where I'm at with it. But I appreciate the support, man. The Elite Review Podcast says, with a $2 holla, says, do you think it's Lizard or Venom in the trailer? I think it's Lizard. I think it's the Lizard. I think Lizard is definitely going to be in there. And, hey, it would be cool if that's Venom, but I don't think so, man. I'm pretty confident that it's Lizard, actually. Thank you for the support. Normies to Nerds with a $5 holla says, I think Feige saw how well hiding Luke thing went for Mando and knows it could be more important to him to hide it. Yeah, that's fair. That is absolutely fair. I think there are, and what I'm hoping too, by the way, Kendall, is that there's still some surprises left in both No Way Home and in Doctor Strange. You know what I mean? Like, dude, it's Leak City out here. You know what I mean? Like, it's Leak City, you know, those previs shots, like, crazy for Multiverse of Madness. It's insane. And a lot of stuff has been leaked for Spider-Man as well. I expect a lot of that will be tightened up in the future. But also, we don't know what they shot with skeleton crews during the reshoots. Okay, so I'm still really hopeful that some fire stuff is being concealed much the way they did conceal the Luke Skywalker stuff. That's kind of what I'm hoping for. So thank you, brother. Appreciate the love. Big Stevie W with a $5 holla says, remember this stream when Feige shows Wanda and Strange in battle as the ending hook for the trailer, making everyone go, what the fuck? He's not hiding her. Right on. I will remember this stream. I don't know, bro. Look, I just get the feeling, Stevie, that he is going to hide it. Because it is kind of crazy. Like, it's one of those things that when I first read it, when I first heard about it, I was like, wow, that is bold. And also, like, I think a lot of Marvel fans might be like, no. So, I don't know. It's going to be really interesting to see how they market Multiverse of Madness. You know what I mean? Like, what if Tom Cruise Iron Man is just the whole focus of the trailer? And you're just like, what? And it's just Tom Cruise Iron Man or something like that. You know what I mean? Because this movie's supposed to be like, this is going to be wild, bro. Like, it boggles my mind that we're going to watch No Way Home. And, like, you're literally getting, in a lot of ways, like, it's important to think back to when we thought this was not possible. And just be like, damn, bro. Like, they're really doing it. Like, they're bringing in all those Spider-Man. Insanity. That's insane, bro. That's crazy. And then you think about Multiverse of Madness, and it's just going to dwarf No Way Home. Like, completely eclipse it. It's crazy. Wait, what? Oh, yeah. Wait, oh, you double sent that, Kendall. Or maybe it just went through twice on my end. Mike House with a $5 holla says, Evil Wanda makes perfect sense. She makes for a perfect sympathetic villain. 100% agree. The audience will cry for her redemptive arc. I am all for it. Yeah, bro. You're right. Marvel, like, gets a lot of crap for their villains and, you know, having either bad villains or killing off the good ones. But what they're doing with Wanda is, like, bold and really good storytelling. Like, especially if we think back, like, eventually if we come to realize that WandaVision is just simply a precursor to the insane Wanda. Like, we thought we were watching a heroic, like, kind of nice, you know, warm feeling story there. We were watching the birth of maybe one of the greatest villains of the MCU. You know what I mean? That's what it's going to look like. That's what it's going to feel like. And to me, remember the end of WandaVision? When everyone was like, oh, no. And they were trying to make excuses for her, et cetera, et cetera. And, bro, didn't Elizabeth Olsen even say, like, you don't know who's going to come for her to make her, like, pay for what she did or something? Because a lot of people were saying, like, dude, she got off scot-free for all this horrible stuff. And I think Lizzie Olsen made a statement or something like, you'll have to wait to see who comes for her and how they're going to try to make her pay or something like that, right? Because, like, to me, a lot of people were like, oh, it's such a good ending and all that. I was like, dude, I have zero sympathy for Wanda coming out of that show. Like, maybe a little bit of sympathy, but, like, dude, she's not a good character at the end of that season, bro. Like, she still does horrible stuff to the people in that town. She does horrible stuff to Agatha. She kills Vision, essentially. You know what I mean? And, like, just, she's, like, I didn't have this, like, oh, that's a hero vibe for Wanda. And that's because it's not. She's not heroic, bro. She's horrible. But there's also a lot of sympathetic aspects to her. So, yeah, I agree with you. It's pretty wild. Michael Smith says with a $5 holla, says they may not show the Wanda is evil, but they will for sure show put her in the trailer regardless with a WTF is going on hype scene, probably a final shot. Yeah, that's fair, and that could very well be the case. And it's also possible that they make it seem like it's a different Wanda, right? Like, what if they make it seem like it's a different Wanda? And we're all like, oh, it's that other evil Wanda. And then you realize that, oh, that's our Wanda is the evil one. That would be pretty wild. Appreciate the love. Will says with a $2 holla, just hit level 88 on Marvel Revolutions. Bro, I've still been playing Future Revolutions, by the way. It's been a really busy week, so I haven't been as active, like, on the Discord and everything. I want to see, like, how everybody's doing. But I think I just hit level 90. Oh, and by the way, your boy's got a full set of the Xander Earth armor in that game. Full set, bruh. Yeah, that's right. A full set, bruh. That's right. A full set. Just Fernie, happy birthday, brother. Going over that super chat again. Thank you so much. Everybody show some love to Just Fernie. I'm sure you probably already did. Dag says, with a 50 rubies or something like that, says, are we getting Noel in Thor Love and Thunder? In Norwegian, oh, so you're probably from over there, huh? Noel means Fook. Check Google Translation if you don't believe me. Will Marvel change his name? I don't know, bro. Again, we talked about this earlier in the stream. That report was fake news. They got me, man. They got me with some fake news, and it's a bummer. Like, it's a real bummer. I apologize to everybody, but they got me with that fake news. So I don't know if the Noel thing is really on the table. I would love for it to be such a fun character, such a cool character, in my opinion. But I doubt they would change the name. Maybe they would just change it for Norway. I don't know, bro. But I appreciate you, Dag. Hope you're doing well over there, man. Terry Moto with a $5 holla says, every time I try to become a Nerdvenger, it takes me to a blank page. For real? That sucks. What country are you in? Hit somebody up on Discord, bruh. Maybe we can walk you through it or something like that. I don't know what the answer is, but we'll try to figure it out together. So I do appreciate you, though. I appreciate the support. Dan Flashes with a $5 holla says, hey, Josh, do you think we're seeing a slow unwind of Pedro Pascal being in Star Wars? Seems like he's just coming back for some close-ups. I don't know if that's fully what's going on, but I will tell you that... Okay. So I think, hopefully, the beef is resolved. A lot of you guys are like, bro, there was no beef. There absolutely was beef. He absolutely left the set. That absolutely happened. And I mean, again, we don't have to like go over this again because like some of you guys get like triggered if I talk about this sort of stuff. But like, it's so obvious. I called it a mile away that you were not going to get Mando season 3 this year, that you weren't going to get it until probably Christmas of 2022. When I said that way back in the day, around the time of the finale, everybody told me I was crazy. Everybody told me I was fake news and all this other stuff, right? Look what's happening. He's doing a huge thing over with The Last of Us. They are shooting Mando season 3 without him. So what do I think happened and what do I think's going on? Pedro wanted to be more of the face of the show. Pedro wanted to have more literal FaceTime, and Pedro wanted to get paid more and all these other things. And I think Disney may have held strong on that. And I think The Mandalorian will likely be over after season 3, maybe season 4. Like, they could set something up for season 4. But I think Mandalorian will probably be over. Having said that, Disney is good at smoothing these things over time. I mean, look at what just happened with ScarJo, right? That's some of the ugliest shit I've ever seen publicly. Like, back and forth. Like, super ugly. Like, what? And now she's like, I look forward to working with them more. Bro, they can make it happen. Like, they could bring him back. They could figure it out. It's going to depend on what exactly happened. What exactly was the fallout about? How mad is Favreau? How mad is Pedro? Can they get along? There's a lot of mystery there. But I think he'll be back. But it's probably going to be a lot like season 1, where he just comes in to do ADR. He's going to do his voiceover work. You're gonna see his face a little bit here and there, but they're ultimately not gonna really like put him on full display. That's my opinion. Carl says, heading to the beach for my birthday weekend. You suck for getting me into Vivi. Any Eternals leaks relating to mutants, Inhumans, or others? First of all, Carl, happy birthday, brother. Hope you enjoy yourself at the beach. Hope you have a great time, man. Thank you for all the support. Much love to you. When it comes to Vivi, yeah, my bad, fam. My bad. I think some of you guys, like freaking Trinity, Boomer Ash Trinity's pulling like super rares, and like he's sitting on like literal like assets now. You know what I mean? Some of us are missing out. Some of us are just getting stuck with commons. Some of you guys have been able to flip stuff for higher gems. Some of you have not. You know, it is what it is. It's like I sort of apologize for getting you into it, but also like this is the way, Carl. Do you know the way? Anybody remember that 2018 meme? Do you know the way? Do you know the way? Regardless, any Eternals leaks regarding mutants, Inhumans, or others? Nothing recent. Nothing recent, man. Just robots. 34 Virgo says with a $5 holla, says, yo, saw Venom yesterday with a face smacking emoji. That joint was corny AF for me. Are you sure you're not talking about our opening scenes in our videos? Storyline rushed. Acting is C-. Holy shit. And the Venom voice going back and forth is way over the top. No! No! We need to eat human brains to survive. How's that? How's my Venom voice? I'm getting good at these voices, man. You know what I mean? Like, I've been doing a lot of them for the comics and stuff. I'm having fun with it. No! Yeah. Anyway. Hey, man. Different strokes, different folks. 34 Virgo. I understand. I get what you're saying. It is what it is. I like the movie. I don't think it's a great film, but I like the movie. I think it's pretty fun. So, that's just me. By the way, Ryan, I'll try to look at chat in a second here when I get through these supers. Holy crap, we got to get to these calls. Okay, let's get moving here. The real Jesse Lee Reed says with a $5 holla, says, no time to die. Fantastic end to the saga. The DC run of 007 has a complete arc beginning. Oh, Daniel Craig run has a complete arc, beginning, middle, and end. As a lifelong 007 fan, I am satisfied. Dude, that's great to hear, the real Jesse Lee Reed. And by the way, I appreciate all the support, man. I was like dogging you a little bit yesterday, but it's all just memes and fun. I hope you're, not really offended. I'm really glad to hear that. Some people are saying the ending's really controversial. I might even go see that movie tonight. I was actually going to maybe hit Elisa up with that later and be like, yo, you want to go see 007 tonight? But regardless, yeah, I'll be checking that out. We should do a Movie Bros thing about that soon, because I just did a rewatch of all the Daniel Craig Bond movies, right? So I rewatched all of them, and I got some thoughts, man. I've got some thoughts. So, we'll see how it hits me. I've heard mixed things, but happy to know that you had a good time with the film, man. Thank you for the love. Snell World with a $5 holla says, thoughts on Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man being killed off, and won't that be a mistake with how many people are attached to that Spider-Man? So, my thoughts actually are, my gut tells me it's going to be Andrew. Okay, but this is solely based on the fact that Andrew's contract was apparently really easy to do, and Toby's was more difficult. Now, you could say that's because Toby's just difficult, but what if it's because Toby's going to be around for a while and Andrew's just a one and done? That could be the case. So my gut tells me it's going to be Toby that dies, but it might not, or rather Andrew, but it might not be any of them. The Spider-Man might be here to stay. That would be the smartest move from the perspective of Sony, to keep all of them alive. Maybe it's Aunt May that will die, Who knows? There's a death at the end of the movie, but they've shot multiple endings, so we don't know who it's going to be. Thank you for the support. Jedi Jen says with a $5 holla, says they might as well have Toby and Andrew in the next trailer. It is the worst kept secret around, to be honest. Owen, take my money. Thank you, Jedi Jen. I appreciate the support. I hope you're doing well. Hope you had a good week. I agree with you, of course. It's the worst kept secret in Hollywood. But maybe that's why hiding it from the trailer is actually the move. You know, marketing's a funny thing. Like, getting people to talk, getting people to, you know, have discussions is a funny thing. It might actually be the move to hide it, because then, Jen, people like you and I will continue to, you know, beat our drum, and the other people will be like, hey, just so you know, obviously it's not in there. They would have showed it in the second trailer, you know, and then it starts all that sort of a kerfuffle or whatever, and that could be ultimately good for the hype. So, appreciate you. Much love. Alex says with a $7 holla, says, I'm gambling like I do at the casino, going in pockets full and leaving with remorse. Oh, no. Might as well send real money. Well, I appreciate you, brother. I appreciate you. And here, let's try something. Let's try something. Let me see if I can get to the Streamlabs thing here. What the heck? What's going on with this site here? Let's try something. I'm going to give back a little bit. I'm going to give back to everybody watching right now. 2,000 nerd coin to everybody watching now, just to give back a little bit. Appreciate you, Alex. 34 Virgo says with a $2 holla, says, I see they teased for crazy Wanda looks in What If. That's true. That's very true. They've done some... Dude, Wanda was a big part of that, and it was fun, but so was Carol Danvers. There's a lot of Carol Danvers, and I liked what they did with her in What If, so I think we're seeing a tease of what the next phase will look like. It's pretty cool. Dodd's View with a $10 holla. Very generous brother says, so ready for that Multiverse of Madness trailer and that Diamond stream tomorrow night. Thanks for the badass week, Josh and NERDVENGERS. Let's kill the weekend now. Yeah, man. Much appreciate you, bro. Much appreciation thrown from me to you. And tomorrow's stream should be really fun. I got a lot on my mind. The world is a weird place right now, so we'll see what happens on the stream tomorrow. You know, just hope I don't get canceled. Kendall says with a $5 holla, says Wanda will go down as a top 3 villain. Bruh, you ain't lying. She already is a villain after WandaVision. I agree with you. She has no remorse for her actions. Bro, you're speaking my language, man. You're speaking my language, bro. That is exactly the way I feel about it, and I feel vindicated by the evil Wanda coming. You know what I mean? Big Stevie says with the $5 holla, says, ask yourself, what would hit the general public harder, them fighting or hiding her? So I think I get what you're saying, Stevie, but even if they have them fighting, I mean, technically you see Doctor Strange and Peter fight in the trailer, and it's like some of us are like, that could be Evil Strange, but most of us are just like, oh, that's got to be a part of the movie. If they show them fight Wanda and Strange, I still don't think that's the same thing as being like, oh yeah, Wanda is explicitly the big bad of this movie, and she's going full Darth Vader. She's snapping necks and cashing checks. I think that's a different thing. But I understand what you're saying, because that could sort of start that discussion if they show them fighting. So I do understand what you're saying, brother. And much love, much love. Appreciate you. Much love, and I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you, man. Okay, Michael says with a $5 holla, is there a way to transfer my shiny diamond badge from my Rights Reviews account to this one? I don't use that one anymore. Ooh. I don't know, bro. I don't think so. I could try to reach out to YouTube, but they're really bad about getting back to me. So I don't know, brother. Is there a reason you don't? Like, hit me up on Discord about that. Maybe we could try to figure that out. You know what I mean? But I appreciate you either way. Brendan Thurber with a $5 holla says, Josh, I got today's comic from VV. So hyped to see what I got. Should I become a Den of Nerds member? Well, look, man, it depends on where you're at in your life. Are you ready to step up? Are you ready to tackle each day to join this community and try to nerd out in a responsible, balanced, and exciting way? Do you have the energy to every day bring that ish, bring the vibes, get people hyped, talk about dope, nerdy things, to represent the Nerdvengers out there in the digital world? Because if you're ready and you want to feel a little bit taller, you want to be a little bit of a baller, and you want to have a good girl so that you can call her, well, I can't help you with that, but you can become a Nerdvenger today. Thanks for the support. Josh I says with the $5 house says, hell yeah, I finally won some nerd coin. Wahoo! P.S. Take my money, brother, and give me some more nerd coin. Dude, I appreciate you so much, man. Thank you so much, Josh I. By the way, we're really close on the website, guys. Really close on the website. And I have 2 words for you. When it comes to the website, it's going to be very, very cool. Nerdy tokens. We've got nerd coin over here. And on the website, we're going to have nerdy tokens. And I think there may be a thing there. There may be a thing we're able to do to help you guys out, to be able to have different things, to do different things. That's all I can say. Thing. The Exodus says for $2 holla says, odd how nobody's talking about Morbius anymore. It's true. But to be fair, a lot of that marketing is gone. Like, it really does feel like an afterthought. You know what I mean? Maybe they're doing a lot of adjusting for that movie. I'm not 100% sure on that, but it is a fair point to bring up. You know, Morbius, nobody's really talking about that. Holy mother loving love of mothers. T-Love, a.k.a. the Silver Lurker, with an incredibly generous, did you accidentally put another 0 in there? Holy crap, $50 donation. Says, haven't sent a super chat in a while because I have no meaningful input. You sound like me when I get ready to do a stream. I'm like, what are we going to talk about today? I have no meaningful input. No, I'm just playing. I'm just hyped for No Way Home and Doc Strange, Toby as Keanu, Ghost Rider to the moon. Bro, I appreciate you so much, man. Thank you so much for the love. You guys are too kind, man. You guys are too kind. For real, for real. Much love to you, T-Love. Ross says, with a $2 hug, taking a bunch of kids to see Shang-Chi tonight. They hype. Dude, that's awesome, man. Dude, Ross, you're always doing great work out there, man. You're always doing great work out there with young people and putting a lot of love into this world, man. So, my hat's off to you, man. My hat's off to you. For sure. Elisa Scott with a $5 holla says, Gamblers Anonymous will be meeting tomorrow after the Diamond Lounge stream. Yeah, for sure. And I'm going to lead it, too. After I get all lit up in that stream, we're going to go right into a gambling thing. I'm going to be like, yo, just gambling away your life. What are you thinking? That's ridiculous. By the way, I'm putting everything on red. Here we go. Thank you, Elisa. Terremoto says, America, bro. Long Island, New York. For real? Well, then I don't understand. Other than, YouTube, bro. YouTube's tough. I don't know. I truly wish it would work. You know what I mean? I truly wish it would work. Aiden says with a $5 holla says, before I became a Nerdvenger, I was 5'4". Now I'm a diamond badge and I'm 5'9". Become a Nerdvenger. My man. Dude, holy cow. I mean, look, your results may vary, okay? This is not an atypical result here from Aiden. But, yeah. MK Matt says with a $2 says, God, I'm 2 days away from being a diamond member. Dude, if that is true, let somebody know on Discord. They will get you into the Diamond Lounge. You're close enough in my book. You know what I mean? So if you're like close, or if you're in your 5th month and some days, let somebody know on Discord and we'll get you set up, brother. We will get you set up. No worries there. Okay, let's see here. We have a bunch of people that rejoined, and much love to y'all for rejoining. Appreciate. And then Nate, just rejoined as well at the Prime level. Nate, thank you so much, man. Much love. The Savior 007, welcome to the Nerdvengers. Forehead Face, welcome back to the Nerdvengers. The Nerdy Multiverse, welcome back to the Nerdvengers. Rick Schmack, welcome back to the Nerdvengers. Ryan Murray, thanks, guys. Appreciate the love. Much love. Okay. Let me just double check, and we've got time to do. Let's do 3 calls. So I'm gonna open up a stage. If you're on the Discord, I'm gonna go into the Discord right now, and I'm gonna open up a stage in the NERDVENGERS only portion of the Discord. Whoa, what the heck? Okay, I'm gonna start the stage. We're gonna call it Call-ins. Boom. Okay, I just started the stage. So head on over there, guys, if you want to call in to the stream here. Let me get this call-in logo popped up so everybody knows we got call-ins coming. So yeah, you could call in if you got something to say. If you're all angry, look, dude, let's get the birthday boy in. Let's get the birthday boy in. How do I add him? Invite to speak. Just Fernie, I think I'm pulling you in right now. Yeah.
Am I in?
You are in, sir. You are live on the call.
Oh my god.
How are you, man?
Birthday. I'm Zemo dancing the night away. It's great. It's great.
Nice, man. That's fun. Yeah, happy birthday to you. That's awesome, bro. You got any sweet plans for the B-Day?
I don't know yet. I was trying to get that VV drop this morning. Didn't get it. So whatever. Hey, be what it be, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I'm probably gonna go out to round 1 tonight. You know,
Nice.
it's gonna be it's probably gonna be like an identical scene of Venom 2 where he like at that nightclub, but I'm gonna
Nice.
be on stage doing some karaoke or something. I don't know. I'll figure it out.
Yeah,
You know
that's
what I mean?
awesome, man. That's fun. Yeah, we love going to round 1 as well. We haven't been there in a couple of weeks, but it's always fun. What's like your favorite game? Like in the arcade, is there a game that you just smash people on, or?
Yo, honestly, it's like an arcade that no one knows. It's a Kung Fu Panda game where you have to like smack bongos on the side, the left and right. Don't know why. I'm too good at it. It's the only game that I could smack at. My friends are DDR players, so like they could dance like crazy. I can't, man. I get tired after like one song. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, DDR, man, back in the day, like when I was like later in high school years, DDR was like the coolest thing. Like everybody was so hyped up on it. Everybody was like, they'd have the little kits at home and practice at home and then go to the arcade. And it was always like a super big deal. Like if you went into the arcade and saw somebody just slaying it on DDR, like that was like a super hype thing. You know what I mean?
You see that now. Like you'll walk in and there's like a homeboy with gloves and he has like a rag on his shoulder. He's going in. Hopefully I see that tonight. I'm gonna be rooting for them in the background for sure.
Yeah,
100%.
dude, that's super fun. That's awesome, man.
Okay, so I have a question actually.
Yeah, hit me.
So I heard you talking about the potential of Agatha Harkness being in Doctor Strange 2, right?
Yeah.
And I'm not sure if you saw the report that Variety covered yesterday, the potential of Catherine Hahn's getting a spin-off show for Disney Plus. I thought that was interesting. Apparently it's gonna be written by Zach Schaefer, guy from WandaVision. I thoroughly enjoyed WandaVision for the most part, except for the finale. So Catherine Hahn's like my favorite character in that show, so I'm super excited to see that myself personally.
Yeah.
But I'm curious on your thoughts and what would the show be? I think it could easily cover her time, in Salem when she was like in that witch community, or that time in between, or easily cover her time in Westview, or if she's like being taken over by the government or whatever. So I'm curious what that story arc would be, or what your opinion of what it would be as well.
Yeah. You know what would be really fun, and I don't know. Obviously, we're just speculating, but like I would love to see a show that had the main show with her in Westview under Wanda's spell. But maybe as she's like maybe watching TV, or in the same way that Wanda was slowly figuring things out about her own reality, maybe you see Catherine Hahn understanding some stuff about like her reality and being like, oh, well, this Salem witch thing or this other person, because I still think she has a master out there, whether it's Chthon or, Mephisto or something like that. So that's like kind of the show that I would love to see. But yeah, it's crazy. There were a lot of reports about this yesterday. She's in Doctor Strange 2. She's getting this show, and she signed a big contract. Super happy for her. I agree. She's one of the best parts of the show. So that's kind of my thoughts on it, brother. That's where I think.
Yeah, no, I agree. I'm curious if they're gonna really hone in on that whole Jimmy Woo, person in the Secret Service in Westview. I wouldn't want them to bring back Ralph Boner and do all that. But I mean, Jack Schaefer did say once that there's more with that character. So I don't know if that's going to be in the Catherine Hahn show or that's going to be something else. But I don't know. Definitely interesting for sure. I'm excited to see what's going on with that, and hopefully the theme song is that bumping as the I Guess All Along song. That's all.
Yeah,
I want,
for sure, man. I'm gonna take you on out of here again. Happy birthday, brother. I'll talk a little bit about what you just brought up there, man. Much love to you. Much love. I hope you have a good birthday, brother. Oh man, can we get some more happy birthdays in there for Just Fernie, man? A little bit of love for Just Fernie in the chat, guys. And yeah, no, that's a great point, Fernie. Like Schaefer said, there's more to that character. I assume there's more to that character as well, and I wouldn't hate it if we explored that in a show with Catherine Hahn. But regardless, it's just cool because like WandaVision, I was perhaps a little too harsh on the ending of WandaVision, but that's just because I was so hyped up with the show, like following along. And I know we had so much fun together as a community, watching it, speculating, doing all the different nerd venging. But it did kind of end in a weird way. I strongly feel that most of that is because of restructuring that was happening. Maybe in some ways because of the pandy, maybe in some ways just because they did change things, with getting, the new writer for Doctor Strange 2, et cetera, et cetera. But yeah, I will definitely check it out. That's something I would be really interested to see. So yeah, big news yesterday. We talked a little bit about it on a stream, but I appreciate you bringing it up, man, for sure, for sure. All right, let's get Vito in here. We got to see what this guy's got to say. We gotta bring him on in. What the heck? How do I invite him to speak? I just had it. Veed, I don't understand what's going on there. How do I? Oh, here we go. All right, let's get Vito in here. Let's get the Veed stirring. Veed, what up? You're live.
Yo, what's up, man?
Not too much, brother. How was you?
I'm good, man. I passed out during Geekdom stream, bro. I don't understand. Like, I set an alarm for 6 p.m. I swear, bro. I set an alarm for 6 p.m., but I think I woke up, like, in my dream and turned the alarm off.
Bro, welcome to me missing watch parties, bro.
I have never done that in my entire life.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, even though it was only 3 hours of sleep, but still. So, my
yeah,
bad.
Man. Well, you did you go back and watch it on replay?
Yeah, and then I dropped them $5 in the comments. You can do that little thank you thing. So, I mean, I felt bad. Fuck.
No, it's all good. Yeah. Dude, we had a blast. Just real quick, we had a blast on that stream, and that was really, really fun. And like Danny got all hyped to see us in there and all that. So like I felt like that was a really fun. A fun thing to do for sure. Real quick too, what do you think of the trailer for that and the animation and Super?
I mean, to be honest, bro, the animation is good, but like, doesn't this remind you of Dragon Ball, like early Dragon Ball Z days? Like, I think they went too. I mean, they've already done everything,
Yeah.
After the tournament of power, when Goku basically summoned a fucking galaxy by powering up. What else can you really do?
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
So, from what I see, they're focusing on Pan. So I'm kind of scared. I'm hoping it's not just for like little kids, man.
Yeah. I think.
Other than that, I did have a random question for you.
Hit me on the rando question.
So the last episode of What If, right? We saw Gamora out of nowhere. Gamora, you've been chosen. Do you think that they did not do a Gamora episode because of plot and story, or because of legal litigations, something similar to Scarlett Johansson? Or maybe the voice, maybe they couldn't use her voice because she's like the highest paid actor in the world. I don't know. Or I don't know why didn't they do that?
Well, so honestly, I think it was just a pacing thing. Like from what I understand, they had that episode with because they have the Lego leaks, right, for her and Tony and Sakaar and all that. And I think ultimately it was a production issue because they said they're gonna do that in season 2 and like fully explain that. I actually like hope they like adjust it and do like a new version of those two, like when she goes back with Tony and Sakaar and all that. There's I don't know. There's always some mystery around like why is Disney doing what they're doing, and there's like, you know, we've sort of talked about it low key over the past couple of months, but there's still like there's a massive storm brewing behind the scenes about the comic book writers, these different writers, Disney maybe not paying these people or Disney trying to shut people up or whatever. Like Neil Gaiman just came out a couple of days ago and tweeted again about how Disney is not paying some of these writers that they've sort of picked the contracts up from with some of these acquisitions like of Fox and et cetera, et cetera. So there's always some of that like weird shadiness going on, but it's hard to parse out like, is this that in motion or is this just because we must believe that at least some of What If was created during the pandy, and like that could have been easily the reason as well. So it's probably like a mixed bag. It's probably a combo of all of that. You know what I mean?
Right, because I mean that's kind of a lot of animation and a lot of effort and work put into something. Just be like, nah, we're not gonna use it.
Yeah, it's weird, and I'm in a place where I'm like, why? Like, I guess some of them confuse me. Like, why did the Party Thor episode? Like, A, they changed the order of it, but B, like, if you're just going to throw Ultron into the end of that episode, like, basically that episode is meaningless, except at the very end when Ultron comes through, right? So you could have technically done that Ultron thing in any episode. In almost any episode, I was waiting for something like that to drop off. So, I don't know, man. I think I kind of chalk it up to it's their first season. It's their first real go at animation. And it's not like it's not like Visions, right, where they have carte blanche. They have to fit things into Feige's mandates. And rumor is, with a couple episodes in particular, including the Doctor Strange one, he was there, like Feige came in and went beat by beat over that stuff, right? And he's like, nah, like this has to change. This is what I want, and we think that's because Supreme Strange is likely going to play a role moving forward, right? So he wanted to have a lock on that. But like when I saw Rob's video about that, Rob was a little disappointed by What If, and I think some people feel that same way as well. Because it's not explicit. Like we don't get an explicit tie into the MCU, right? Because it's kind of like it happens, but then the only people that really know about it are the people that were there.
But
so
at the same time, I kind of like that.
Yeah,
I know he doesn't, but I do because look at Visions.
True. Yeah, I sort of have mixed feelings about it. I mean, I like the show for what it was, and like I felt like that finale was fire,
right?
And you know what I mean?
Me too.
Yeah,
I like the show for what it was. I don't want it to connect with the main MCU, to be honest.
Yeah, it doesn't.
They're stuck in chains and they're stuck by certain regulations they need to keep in order to make it canon, which is dumb.
Right. Yeah, they don't need to do all that. They can just maybe have those characters maybe show up. Like apparently, the rumor is like you won't even know that it's Supreme Strange because there's going to be multiple Doctor Strange variants in Multiverse of Madness, right? And you won't even know that one of them is Supreme Strange until like this one thing happens. I think it's gonna be like his hand doing that thing or whatever.
Right?
Yeah, exactly. And then we'll all be like, "Oh shit, it's him." But that's all you need. You know what I mean? Like,
it reminds me of on some like Harry Potter Voldemort shit when he's like flicking his tongue.
Yeah,
and he remembers.
yeah, for sure.
It's fucking Mad Eye Moody.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, constant vigilance. Yeah, it's Yeah, that's some fun stuff for sure. But yeah, I think it's a fair question, man.
Thank you for having me on, brother.
Absolutely, man.
Y'all know you're my people, man.
For sure, man. Keep doing what you're doing. Nunchuck away.
Yeah, man.
All right, peace, brother. All right, let's bring in Scotty. Scotty, I'm bringing you in now. You're live.
What's up, bro?
What is going on, my friend? What's on your mind?
Evil Wanda is on my mind. And you said something earlier about fans who are going to be in denial of this. And they just that's confusing to me because she's pretty much outright said that is her favorite part of the character. And, Feige was talking to her about what she's going to do. And she was like, yeah, but what about the evil Wanda?
Yeah. So she did say that, but I mean, I think that she might change. So imagine this, right? Imagine if she sort of changes her tune on that and she sort of gets coached up and she's not saying that stuff anymore. And then all the evidence we have is this old interview and obviously the leaks and everything. But like, I just see a scenario in which they do try to hide it. And a lot of those Wanda stands, man, like I feel like they're gonna go crazy. You know what I mean? And there's all that like political tension and things that could happen to make people freak out about it. So that's kind of my read on it. I don't know.
Oh, okay. So you think that they're going to reverse the tactics to kind of like dumb it down so that we forget about evil Wanda, and then they're gonna just drop it on us in a moment we least expect.
Yeah. So I think the marketing, like, because even if you look at like some of the things that Feige and like some of the people that worked on WandaVision have talked about it, and I wish I could pull up that quote where let's see if I can find it. Lizzie Olsen defends.
I was gonna cite also the zombie Wanda, because that's a pretty evil version of her, but her as the Scarlet Witch being able to vocalize and manipulate in that way is just even more terrifying.
Yeah. So, check this out. Okay. So this is from May 4th of this year. Okay. It says Kevin Feige wanted fans to understand that what she did was terrible, and that according to the head writer Jack Schaefer will probably be reckonings down the line. Speaking in defense of the ending of WandaVision with Rolling Stone, Elizabeth Olsen addressed Wanda getting off too easy when she fled Westview, as Wanda had to get away before the people who have to hold her accountable get there. And for the post-credits, she said she believed that Wanda has a tremendous amount of guilt. And where she went is a place that no one else could find her, because she knows that she is going to be held accountable. And I think she has tremendous amounts of guilt. So the way I kind of read that is like she's saying, like she's sort of hinting at what we think is going on there, but like then her even defending it in general and saying that Wanda has all this guilt. Doesn't that kind of feel like she's downplaying like the villainous aspects of the character? Now, you could say like, that's kind of interesting because a guilty villain is kind of fun, but I don't read it that way. I feel like they could continue that narrative and try to hide it. You know what I mean? So,
all right, one more thing. If you could put a number on it, as like 1 being not dark at all, 10 being the darkest thing they could do, between like Multiverse of Madness, the evil Strange, the evil Wanda, how dark do you really think on a scale like that they're going to go?
Bro, like it seems like dark, you know what I mean? So I'd probably have to say like a 9, possibly even a 10, but like we don't know, right? Like, will they back off of some of this stuff, because in some of the leaks, like it's wild. And then you think about it and you're like, okay, but will they look at a cut and will they say that
right?
You know what I mean? Like, we went just a little too
Disney,
far here. Right, exactly. Like, it's Disney, we got to pull this back. I always make the argument, though, Disney's the company that killed half of their superheroes and sucked the air out of a theater in Infinity War. That shit was crazy. If y'all remember that, man, small kids crying outside of the movie theater. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was wild. So they can do it, but with the world we live in, with the, there's a lot of things that make me feel like, oh man, maybe not, so I'm not 100% sure.
For sure, man.
Yeah.
Cool. Thanks for having me in.
Absolutely, my guy. Get you out of here. Thank you so much. Later. Let's see here. Let's get the Amethyst Bendu on. I want to get Naaman on there just because he's been chilling for a while. Space Wolf, I'll try to get you in next week, brother. I'm going to get Amethyst Bendu in here, then do Naaman, and then I'm going to get out of here, okay?
Hello.
What is up, my guy? How are you?
Wow, good to be here. Doing good. It's at work on a Friday.
Yeah, gotcha.
Had was curious about some of the similarities between What If and Bad Batch. I talked about it a little bit the other day, but like I felt like, especially with the Bad Batch, that felt really unfinished at the end. And it seemed like What If, we know that some of the stuff got flipped around and mixed up, but just kind of going off of that a little bit.
Yeah, no, I appreciate that comment for sure. I will tell you that my gut tells me that Bad Batch was so there's multiple things that are kind of going on in my mind. I think a lot of this has to do with Dave Filoni getting promoted, and I think a lot of it has to do with Dave Filoni taking some animated concepts and pushing them into live action. So like, for instance, I strongly feel like Dave was he had a Rebels sequel that he was working on. Like when I did all those videos back in the day, and like and I talked to different people, like that was real. And more recently, like a lot of people have said, no, like what happened was he took that concept and he's now morphing it into the live action series. So, like, for instance, the Ahsoka show is probably going to pick up a lot of the beats that he originally had intended to do in that animated show that's now going to be in live action. And I just feel like the end of Bad Batch was like Dave having to step away and handing some notes off to other people and then like them just wrapping it up. I strongly feel like, although it's like a cool ending, and especially the stuff with like, you know, that mount and you know, the hints towards like all that, it's a lot of juice and it's a lot of good Dave stuff, but it does feel incomplete as a piece, right? Like, and Dave ends strong. He ends strong. So like, I don't know, definitely felt like something was missing there. With regards to What If, I think that's more like this is the studio's first go at animation. You know what I mean? Like I'm chalking it up to that a lot. I don't know. What do you think about that?
Yeah, that makes sense. All the things that got pushed around. One other thing about the Mount, I just finished the original Heir to the Empire trilogy on Audible. So that Mount Tantus thing blew my mind. How far do you think they're going to take that, possibly, if they do?
Yeah, I appreciate that. I'm going to take you out of here, brother, as I answer that. And thank
good.
you so much, man, for the support. Much love. Neymon, I'm bringing you in just a second. Space Wolf, I'm sorry. I'll get you next week, my guy. Okay, so let's talk about that. How far are they going to take that? I hope they take it all the way, but it's obviously going to be different than it was in the books, right? I mean, you have different characters. A lot of things have been changed canonically. So I would imagine they will be changing a lot of that. But you know what's really interesting about all of this, and this is something that's going to trigger everybody that doesn't like the sequels, is like I just keep hearing like, no, they're going to tie it into the sequels. Like, so even Mount Tantus could be tied into the sequels. Palpatine's plan. It all has to do with Palpatine, like the secret vault that he had there, you know, the secret cloning facility that he had there. We're seeing that kind of being built right now. A lot of that is going to now likely be tied to the contingency plan that Palpatine had and to his eventual cloned plan that plays out in The Rise of Skywalker, okay? So that's kind of what I think is going on. I think some people will be upset by that. Some people will be okay with it. I will tell you, as long as they tie Thrawn to it, give us something there with maybe, you know, I don't think they're going to do an exact like clone thing that they did in Heir to the Empire, but they could, and they could even potentially have young clone Emperor, clones of Ezra, all sorts of things. I would like to see a Sabai off. And by the way, I'll tease out something really wild that I heard that I'm actually going to do a video about for next Wednesday. A very interesting scoop about a Disney Plus show that involves a character that I'm just really surprised they want to go there. So that's all I'll say, and maybe that will sort of do something with regards to that. All right, Neymon, I'm bringing you on, my guy. You're live, my friend. What's up, man? How you doing?
Nothing, just chilling.
That's good. That's good. Got any sweet plans for this Friday or the weekend?
About to watch some more anime. You know what I mean? That's real nerdy stuff.
Yeah. What anime? What are you on right now?
I just finished Fire Force, so I think I'm about to hit up Death Note. I think I'm about to finish that.
Yeah, I love Death Note, man. I love that OG stuff. I was just looking at Amazon I didn't know about this, but they did like remastered episodes of Evangelion. Have you seen that?
I haven't watched Evangelion yet.
So it's a wild show.
But I am excited. I do like the mechs.
Yeah, I want to look into like what exactly these are, because they look like huge, like hour and a half length episodes. Like maybe they're movies or something that are adapted from the show or something. I don't know, but yeah, I was looking into that. But no, that sounds pretty sweet and nerdy for sure.
That sounds great. I have a question about Wanda and the mutants after Doctor Strange too.
Yeah.
Like, what do you think they're gonna like? Where do you think they're gonna go after like Doctor Strange? Like, she's evil. She done did a whole bunch of the bad stuff. Where we at now?
Yeah, man, that's a great question. It's one of the biggest things that I'm interested in is like, so really tough pill for me to swallow, just Professor X just being there, right? And with just like no explanation, no Magneto, like no nothing, like how are they going to do all this, right? So I hope that, but maybe between Eternals, Multiverse of Madness, we will get some kind of an explanation for the mutants and like why we haven't seen them. I mean, Namor is in Black Panther 2, right? That's a huge mutant. How are they going to explain that like without him being a mutant? So there's a lot of, there was this thing, Stormy brought it up the other day. I think actually Stormy even brought it up last Friday. The story about Eternals tying into Wakanda Forever. Is it a through line to the mutants? Maybe. Is it possible that Wanda in our universe or a Charles from our universe is hiding the mutants from other people? Possibly. But yeah, that's one of the most confusing aspects for me. And I would just like an explanation for why we haven't seen the mutants. What I've been told,
Or like they haven't even called Wanda a mutant. It's been like almost a decade.
I know. And the second to last episode of What If, the reason I was so hyped up on that was because it felt like they were finally starting to tease that out, right? Like, and I have expected Agatha in the final episode to be, remember when she's like, "You're the Scarlet Witch"? I have expected her to be like, "You're a mutant," and like to that be the thing, because like that exactly, like that's the shit that we like from the comics, like. When you find out like that Franklin's a mutant, you know what I mean? Like,
I can't wait I hope they do Franklin right. That's my guy.
Yeah, for sure, man. I hope so as well. And maybe he's the explanation as to why the mutants haven't been seen in the MCU thus far. So I don't know, man. That's one of the things I'm most interested in. But what I have been told, and I don't know how reliable this is or whatever, but I've been told that Mutants movie, because they're working on a project called The Mutants, right? That show is gonna fill in a lot of the gaps for us. And I still feel like a Young Wolverine anthology could be happening as well to really help.
That was like that leak was my most exciting. Like I like that. I love that leak.
Yeah, man, that's some hype stuff, and I really do hope that actually happens. So, yeah, man, I appreciate you. Any last minute things you want to say to the peeps?
Do you think Noel can travel between like multiverses, like universes? Like, does he have that ability?
I think he does. I mean, I think the symbiotes have that kind of ability, and him being like, because in the comics, and we're sort of like just kind of reading through this or whatever, him being that like of the abyss. I think the abyss might predate any actual universes, because the idea is when the Celestials are created, they bring light into the void. And that's what pisses him off, because I think at that point, he's just living in the void, and that's all he knows, and he loves it, and he's like, this is my shit. He's like in the Polynesian spa, you know what I mean? Like, he's having a blast. Yeah, like, but then when they bring in the light, that's what sets him off. So I think so, and I think that may be hinted at with the Venom post-credit scene. So,
like, there's like a lot of like dull Easter eggs in the MCU for like no reason. Like, we're gonna get the Necro Sword. Like, I just feel like they have to.
Well, that's why honestly, that's part of the reason why I got way too hyped up yesterday, right? So like when I saw that report, it was just like the crystallizing everything that I thought was going on. And so, I kind of got ahead of myself there a little bit and got too hyped up about that Knoll report. But that doesn't mean that that's not still possible. It doesn't mean that's not still on the table. But that report itself was not actually from Daniel. You know what I mean? So it's like, oof, like that's kind of rough. But yeah, there's a lot of that stuff hanging out there, and maybe we'll get more answers in Thor 4. Maybe we'll get more answers in No Way Home, but I'm hoping they still do that. I think it's fantastic. I like the Knoll character for sure.
For sure. And like you could just pull him back to the Sony universe really easily. Mm-hmm. And like if you really want him to be like the Thanos of the Sony universe.
Oh, yeah. I mean, think about it. Somebody brought this up too. I'm going to pull you out of here, brother. I'll talk a little bit more about this before we close out, but appreciate you,
man. All right, see you.
See you, brother. There's even this idea of like the celestial head, right? Nowhere being established in Guardians of the Galaxy. Well, one of the first things that Knoll does with the all-black Necro Sword, Or well, no. It's not even the all black necro sword because he uses the head to forge the sword even more powerfully. But he literally cuts the head off of a freaking celestial. How wild would it be if they had that indicated in the MCU and they had that actually be a real thing? That would be fantastic for me. So thank you to everybody who called in. Much love to all of you. Let me just double check here. Looks like we had one come in. Oh, Amethyst Bendu says, thanks for having me on. For sure, man. Much appreciated. Hugo says, hey, Josh, can you say yeah, 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 please. There you go, my guy. A nice little yeah, yeah to end the stream, to end the week. Ladies and gentlemen, make sure you check out the Kenobi video. That'll be dropping later today. It's pretty awesome. Monday, we'll probably do a recap of all the stuff that happened at New York Comic-Con. Hopefully some juicy stuff drops throughout the weekend. If you are a Prime member, come on by at 1 p.m. today. Really got to talk to you guys about some of the stuff that's on my mind, some of the things that happened this week, good and bad. And yeah, tomorrow, 7 p.m., maybe 8 p.m. I'll chat with y'all and see how we're feeling. If you're a Diamond member, come on by the Diamond Lounge, man. We'll have a few drinks. We'll have a few smokes. We'll have a few laughs. Should be a good time. All right. Much love to all y'all. As I always say, I hope you're having an awesome and a nerdy day, and I'll see you in the next video. Is everybody gone? Did everybody leave? Man, I was half expecting Nikki to come on for the calls and be like, okay, first of all, you freaking shill. Getting everything wrong. Now you're shilling for fake news. I thought she was going to get all upset about the comments I made about the Knights of Melvin. I was expecting it. I had a whole thing planned, and no, she let me down. So, Nikki, what's going on? What's up with that? Thought there was some love. Dude, Neman won 100 for 140K? Holy shit. Shut it down. Well, shut it down. You can't handle it. No, I probably can't handle it. Ban her? Nah, man. I was like, what the fuck? Josh is still here? Yeah. We're doing a little post-credit scene, man. It's like the MCU up in here. It's like the MCU up in here. Well, Nikki, you better come by the, damn, you won like 115K? Oh my God. You better at least come tomorrow to the lounge, man. Have a few drinks. Jeez. Are you that angry with me? Jeez. Ooh, that's a good question, John. What happened to the gift card giveaway? I actually totally screwed that up. Well, he didn't claim it, so we'll do it next. Y'all got to remind me, because there's still one that needs claimed. So we'll do that next Friday. That's my bad. Totally forgot about that. Do it right now? No, I got to get out of here. I got to get this other video going, and then I got to do some website stuff, and then I got to get ready for the 1 p.m. stream. Y'all don't even understand. You don't even understand, V. Yeah. We'll get it done. We'll get it done. We'll get it done. We want gift card. We want gift card. We'll do it. Maybe we'll do it on Monday or something. Or maybe we'll do it in the Diamond Lounge. Wouldn't that be kind of fun? Guys, I'm sorry. I can't. I got to get out of here. I got to do this video. It must be done. It must be done. We'll figure it out. To be honest, I was just stalling. Yeah, just trying to get in that last gamble, that last roll. Yeah. All right, everybody. Much love. See y'all soon.